Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Praise. Thank you for watching my previous video. We started a series on mastering Linux commands for cybersecurity professionals and system administrators. In the previous videos, we looked at system information commands, and we also looked at hardware information commands, performance monitoring, and statistics commands. So without further ado, in this video, we're going to be talking about the user information management command, which is very important for cybersecurity professionals and system administrators. The first command we're going to be looking at in this series is the ID command. The ID command displays user and group IDs for the current user. So when you're logged in, as you see here, I am logged in as Kali, and I have the UID of 1000, the GID of 1000. The next command we're going to be looking at is the last command. This command displays the last users who have been logged into your system. This command is very important for system administrators and for forensics. So as you can see on the screen here, we have several users that have been logged in at the time they were logged into the system. This is very important for forensics, for audit. So it's a very important command to look at. The next command we're going to be looking at is the who command. This command shows who is logged into your system, just as the name implies. So it shows you the time, the person logged into your system and the time they were logged into the system. We see the user logged into the system is Kali, and he was logged in at 7 o'clock this morning. The next command we're going to be looking at is the W command. The W command is similar to the who command. It shows what you are doing, time you are logged in, the load average of the CPU at a particular time. From the screen here, we see that I was logged in at 8:17 a.m. this morning, and I've been up for the system is up for 36 minutes, and I'm the only user using the system now. And it shows that I've been idle for 45 minutes. That means I've not been working on the system. So that's what the W command does. So the next command we're going to be looking at is the group add command. This group add command is very important in most enterprise network or organizations. You have several departments in that organization, and different policies are set for each department in the organizations. So that's because of their different rules and functions. So you can't have the same policies for both the account department and the finance department. So the group add command creates group, and it helps the system administrators or security professionals to assign policies for those people in that department. So taking this example, the finance department is supposed to have access to an accounting software, while the sales department is supposed to have access to the accounting software. So these groups are created and access is given to each group as they are needed. To create a group on Kali Linux, you use the group add command. Using the group add command, we are going to create a group for the accounts department for our said organization. So creating the accounts group, I think we already have a group already created before, so we're going to be creating a group for finance department. So seeing that we are creating a group for the finance department, I think we already have a permission denied because we are not root. So being running some commands, you need to be root to run those commands. So we're going to add sudo in front of those commands to give us admin privileges to run that that command. And once we do that, we put our password for our account Kali, and the group is created. Now we're going to go to the next command to add users to the group. To create a user, you use the user add command. The C here is a comment tag. It kind of gives a tag name to the account we have created. We should not forget to add sudo to create our account. Our account has already been created. Using the user add command, you can create a password for the user, but this is not advisable to do. When we will type our user add help and go to the use, we'll see there's a switch P there, and it said that encrypted password for new account. To use this switch, you need to have an encrypted password which is already encrypted and supply it here. But I don't advise you to go this way because you might have difficulties in the future. So the best way to do this is to add the password, use the password command to create a password for that user. So what you just need to do is to type the password command and the username that the user you have created. Here the user that we have created is Praise. So type in Praise and hit enter. Oh, I think we don't have right to do that because we are not root, so we have to use the sudo command in front of the command to be able to do that. We are prompted to put our new password. After typing a complex password as is required of us, we see that our password has been updated, and we have to retype the second time so that we can confirm our input. So that is how you create passwords for user that you've just made. Moving forward, we're going to create a new user so we can know the next command we are supposed to do. So we're going to add a new user and we are going to call that new user Sam. I think I already have a user Sam already, so we are going to change the name of that user to Adams. Adams. So Adams. We are root, so we can run this command. So new user created successfully, and we're going to create a password for that user Adams. And we should not forget that we need to be sudo to do this. So we have to put in our sudo command, and here we go. So before that, we have to type our new password, and we type the password again to create a password successfully. So that is how you create a new user. You don't need to put this comment switch, not all the time. That's just for formality. So now we're going to delete this user that we just created with the user delete command. So you just type user delete and the user we created Adams. Sorry. So we type the name ADAMS Adams, and you can use the tab to complete. So it's not working, but I was going to show you something that Linux is very case sensitive. So if we try to use Adams with a small character of A and we type it, it's not going to allow us to delete that user. It doesn't exist. So Linux is very case sensitive. You have to be careful when you're typing your commands, and whatever you're doing on Linux is very case sensitive. So we've done that. We've deleted the user. If we try to switch to the user Adams, we see that the user Adams does not exist. Sorry, type in Adams and we see that Adams does not exist. So that's how you delete a user from your account or from your system when using Kali Linux. So let's do a few recap and let's switch to our user Praise. So to switch su Praise, and we type in our password, something complex, and now let's see who am I. From previous command we see that we are Praise, type exit from Praise, and there we go. If you like what you are seeing in this video, please click the like button and subscribe so you can get more content like this. We're going to the next command, which is the user mod. When you create group for people, you need to add them to the group. So we use this command user mod to add people to groups. So we type the user mod command and the switch AG, and we're going to add to the group we created finance, and there we go, finance. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll be willing to answer questions that you might have. We put in the name of the user I want to add to the group, and that's Praise, the user we created before. Okay, I didn't put sudo in front of it, so I have to type sudo now so I can have admin privilege to run this command. And there we go, we've added user Praise to the group finance. So we switch to Praise now and we type in the password for Praise, and we see that we type the ID command. We see that Praise has a user ID of 4. Remember I told you when you are creating a user, it starts from the 1000 go upwards, and you have a group ID of 1008. It belongs to both Praise group and the finance group. When you create a new user, user belongs to its own group. So that is why you see Praise as a group of Praise and finance as the finance group we just added Praise to. Now try to practice all of these commands, because as you do them every day, you get your brain acquainted with it. The more you practice, the more you know about all those commands. So we're going to exit now, and we are done exiting. I'm grateful that you have listened to me throughout all of this series that I'm making, and it's going to mean a lot to me if you guys like this video. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'm going to answer you and answer your questions. So feel free to reach out to me on the comment section, and we're going to learn and go through all of this series together. So don't forget to subscribe so you can get more content like this. I am going to be releasing the next video, the next series, so please subscribe so you can get to know when I upload the next video in this series. In the next video, we're going to be looking at files and directory commands. They are very, very important in navigating through the Linux operating system. So it's one of the crucial part of this series that you cannot miss. So subscribe so you can get notified when, and click the bell so you can get notified when I release the video. Thank you. See you in the next video.